So the Springfield Prodigy has us at the range once again. Now, my first 5-inch Springfield Prodigy was I'm not going to call it a dud, but it was not a successful range day. First thing, let me apologize if you hear any wind. I did forget my wind cat or my dead cat, and it might pick up just a little bit of wind, but my apologies. My first Springfield Prodigy 5-inch was not a success at the range. We did have a lot of issues with the magazine, with extractions, it was just a lot of just was not working out. So I went ahead and got the Prodigy 4 1/4, and it ran like a dream. So if you don't know, Prodigy has brought back, not Prodigy, Springfield has brought back the Prodigies with the 5-inch and the 4 1/4, but they have comped them this time. And this time I'm hoping that they have worked out all of those kinks and we will have us a great range day with this 5-inch. So in this box, I'm not going to gripe too much about the box because they do give you a nice bag, is the Springfield Prodigy DS 1911 5-inch with the comp. All right, so we're going to run through the box really quick. You have your manual information. It does have a QR code that you have to scan to get that information. You have just, open it up and look at it. It also comes with your optic plate. Now, this optic plate is specifically for the Hex Dragonfly. That is Springfield's red dot. So if you're looking to run anything else, you will have to make that purchase separate from the pistol if you're going to run anything else besides that hex. You also have your lock, and it comes with 2 magazines. So it comes with one 20-round magazine, and it also comes with a 17-round magazine. As you can see, those magazines are preloaded, so we are ready to go. I am ready to go. I cannot wait to shoot this. All right, so in your bag, as I said, it does come in a little bag, and I'm satisfied with it because it's fairly decent. You have your pistol, and here she is. I must say it is very, very attractive. I do enjoy the look. I am a 1911, 2011 type of shooter as far as range day runs, but as far as carrying, I'm not a big fan of carrying anything that has, all that extra little things that you have to engage to actually shoot it. But I can say that I do shoot 1911 and 2011s pretty well. So what you are looking at here, one more time, is the Springfield Prodigy DS 1911 5-inch with the comp. Let's do a quick clear check. As you can see, there is a flag in here. We're going to drop that flag and do a visual clear check. That pistol is clear. Absolutely beautiful. The comp on the front. Let's lock this slide back so that you can see exactly how big that comp is. And although the pistol weighs 33 ounces, I feel like it will be a nice balance between the two. Y'all know that I am relatively weight over comp, but just having the weight with the comp, I think it's going to be a great deal. Serrations, very pronounced serrations in the front and the rear of the slide, and you do have full pick space underneath. So running an X300 is going to be very clean, and it probably won't be flush, but it would be clean enough to where you don't have that extra hang off on the front, which is what I am going to like a lot. Now, your magazine release is pretty pronounced. It is a circular magazine release. I do know that this magazine is filled, but I want to give you that visual on how that is going to look. Very, very nice. And your trigger, it's probably a little bit over 4 pounds. So nothing has really changed between the two. The slide does engage very nice and smooth. Your night sight is behind your comp, so that will prevent a lot of that extra, we're going to call it the expel of the gunpowder to, really not dirty up that front sight, which is a good deal. I like that as well. Again, the slide is very nice and smooth, and that trigger is also very nice. I am going to work the trigger out just a little bit, but as far as the reset and that break, it is very nice and clean. I've never had a real gripe with the triggers when it comes to the Prodigies. The grip, it does have a very nice, smooth feeling grip, that sandy texture that I talk about. and I compare a lot to that Echelon, and I do like it a lot. Nice high beaver tail, and I think this is going to be a really, really nice shoot. For sure. I did bring a few staccato magazines. Now, if you are thinking about running the staccato magazines, it will not run the 16 round. You do have to make sure that you have the 17 round magazines with the higher neck on here for that to sit in properly and flush. If not, it won't lock. So as you can see, that did lock in. And I also do have a couple of the 20 round magazines that we will be running as well, just so that we can get through this a lot quicker, which I don't think I want it to go pretty quick, but to prevent the whole reload things. And that was another reason why I was pretty excited about this, because it does run, excuse me, why do I have the hiccups? It does run the staccato magazines, and I have quite a bit of those. But as far as this feel in the hand, it feels very nice. Now we do have a U rear sight, and lining up is not pretty difficult. You still need your equal light on both sides, but as soon as you sit that front sight in that U, you should not have an issue. But thus far, very, very nice. Safety. The safety, it does have an ambidextrous safety on it. The engaging of the safety does feel a little bit tight, but yeah, it is a little tight, but it's not anything that you really can't engage while you're actually, maintaining that grip. But obviously riding the safety, putting that pressure on there, making sure that you don't knock it up while you're shooting is where I would actually sit my thumb to keep that down. But other than that, very nice pistol. And at this point, did I tell you that this video was for educational purposes only? Yes, and we are in a safe and controlled environment. We are at the gun range, Immokalee Range and Gun Club. So now that we know where we are and what it is that we're shooting, and that this video is for educational purposes, the only thing left now to do is what? Suit them up so we can set them down range. I didn't tell you what we were shooting today. We are shooting Blazer ammunition, 115 grain, 9mm. And up first, I need to get some ears. And, oh, how am I bleeding? Something bit me. Got my ears. We're going to go in first with our Prodigy magazines, just to run it, feel it out, see how it does. Make sure we don't have any issues with either one of those two. And, why am I bleeding? But anyway, all right, come on, let's go. Slide engages very nicely. Let's lock this slide back and see if I can drop this slide with my thumb. And from the looks of it, I'm not going to be able to because it's pretty far forward. Grip is nice and thick. Let me see if I can get me a nice grip on here without knocking that safety up. And first shot. Whew. My thumb is riding that slide. Let me move it out of the way a little bit. I think I like it. Now, if it continues to perform like this, I am going to really enjoy this. Let's see how this magazine release. It's a little tight, but let's see if we could speed up these shots just a little bit. First two magazines, perfect. All right, so it runs our Prodigy magazines very well. Pistol is clear and the magazines are empty. Let's go in with a staccato magazine. Hold that for me, thank you. All right. This is nice. But I don't know why it feels like this grip is just so much more thicker than what it is that I am used to. Maybe because it's been a minute since I've actually shot something like this. Staccato magazine. This is the 20 round. What a shoot. Thus far, I am really, really enjoying this. The weight with the comp, actually, I can't really tell you how it looks for me while I'm shooting as far as the recoil goes, but as far as the feeling, it doesn't feel like it's really bucking too bad. Now, I don't think even when I put that light on here, just somewhere for me to place my finger in a little bit more of a comfortable spot. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. In a more comfortable spot when I put that X300 on here. But I feel my finger kind of dragging down on the bottom of the frame of the pistol, and I kind of like to keep that thumb stationary and really, set. But I'm finding my thumb to kind of slide just a little bit. This one is the 17 round staccato magazine. As you can see, it does have that longer neck on here. She's hot. She is getting warm. Finger placement on the frame of the pistol. I can feel some heat. Magazine is empty and pistol is clear. I can feel some heat now expelling from this pistol. That was 5 magazines in. So the heat is something we are going to pay attention to and see how well that does. Let's get a few more magazines, a couple double taps, and see if I like it. All right, magazines load fairly decent. They do feel like nice quality magazines, nice metal mags. For them to be new, they do load nice. All right, so let's go back in with our, something sounded a little loose in that one. Let's go back in with our Prodigy mag, and let's start focusing a little bit on that heat. It is quite warm. And I want to drop it with this. Well, yeah, I didn't have a firm grip on here, a tight grip, in order for me to drop that slide. So, very interesting. Let's get another magazine. Speed it up just a little bit. See if, hold this for me, please. Muchas gracias. This is the 17 round magazine. Yeah, this is definitely a lot wide. I don't know, it just feels so much thicker as far as the grip goes. We're probably gonna have to bring the 4 1/4 back out and just feel it, but this feels quite thick in the hand. She's hot. She's very hot. My thumb is burning just on placement. don't like that part of it. I don't like the fact of how warm she is at this point. Pistol is clear and my magazine is empty. Let's have some final thoughts at this point. So, let's go talk. All right. So if you're just now joining, we are shooting the Prodigy DS 1911 5-inch with the comp. The feeling in the hand feels very nice. The look of it looks very good. I do enjoy the look of this pistol. Let's engage that in the safe direction. Serrations in the slide is very good. The safety is a little tight, but it's not nothing that you can't deal with. But the heat. The pistol is quite hot at this point. I relatively don't like to shoot with gloves, but this would be something now that we've got, that's 5, almost 8 magazines in, I can really feel the heat on my thumb that's actually riding the frame of the pistol, and my trigger finger on the slide, on the actual slide, also feels very, very warm. But for the most part, she performed great. I did not come into this thinking, oh God, are we going to have an issue? Because I did have faith that they went ahead and corrected whatever problems that they had with the first 5-inch. And I feel like they've done so, and they did a great job. The only thing that I wish they would have done was given you more of a universal plate for, for your red dots. Red dots now are becoming a lot more popular these days, to where people just like to run red dots. They look good. I enjoy shooting with red dots a lot. So them giving me something that was a little bit more of a universal footprint, I would have appreciated that a lot. And I'm sure a lot of us would have appreciated that as well. But for overall, I did really enjoy this pistol. So what did y'all think? What did y'all see? I still don't know what bit me. And made my finger bleed, but hey, I guess it's it's a range day battle wound. I did enjoy it. So what did y'all think? What did y'all see? How did y'all feel? Do you have one? Let me know. Drop that in the comments. Let's talk about it. But as far as this goes for me, I really did enjoy this a lot. A lot, I did. So you will be seeing this again. When you do see it again, we will have a little bit more things going on here, and probably another, maybe a little over 1,000 rounds for sure. So with that being said, Yoke Gang, if you have not yet checked out www.yokegang.com, make sure that you do pick up a t-shirt or a patch, support the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel just by watching this video. And y'all already know I love it when things work, and this works, and I love y'all for life. Peace.